This was terrifying for everyone involved. Listen to the moments first responders were dispatched to the scene.
131 South Road, cross streets to South Columbia Street, Bell Tower Drive, at Call Hill Labs. First to a gunshot. Stage for law enforcement, possible active shooter on campus.
That, of course, leading to hours of lockdown. Another lasting image tonight, students jumping for safety out of a window of a building on campus.
Mark Boyle joins us from the WRAL Live Center. Mark, you talked with a journalism student capturing that scene when the alert sirens were activated, those of the people jumping out of the window.
That's right, Gerald. Her name is Noelle Harris, a journalism student there at UNC Chapel Hill. And when we got this video, I put it on Twitter. I really didn't think much of it in terms of just how startling it was. Take a look, though, here tonight. More than 400,000 views. People are shaken by this video. We're going to show it to you here. And this is what it looks like. Noelle Harris, outside of the window of one of her classrooms, she witnessed students running for their safety, jumping out of the building from the second floor there. Just incredible to see. While many others in lockdown, these didn't think that was the right move and decided to get away from campus as quickly as possible. Tonight, we had a chance to speak with the young lady who recorded this video on her cell phone.
We got a big flash on the TV projector in our classroom that the teacher had his computer hooked up to. And it said, shelter in place, active shooter. At that point, for me, I didn't know what was going on because we had just been told that it was okay to leave the building. But then when we saw students jumping out the window, I didn't know if they had heard something that I didn't know. It was a confusing moment.
Harris says it was hard to get information initially. She was listening to the news. She was also getting information from some of the 911 calls or police chatter from some of those different apps you can download. Students doing whatever they could today to get the details and information that they needed there. Back to you.
Information so critical in a desperate situation like that. Thank you, Mark.
Sure.
We're also getting new reaction tonight from students who are describing what it was like waiting for answers.
WRO's Chris Lovingood talked to a sophomore who said she felt helpless and hopeless as it unfolded. Chris.
Well, Jared and Lena, much like we heard Noelle Harris said, right? Some of the students, along with Hallie Brew, a sophomore at UNC Chapel Hill, they were kind of sitting around listening to news reports, listening to that scan of traffic, trying to piece together what was happening outside their classrooms. Now, she says she feels like there's nothing she or her classmates as students can do to stop school shootings. She said today she was hunkered down with other students and she had to comfort another classmate because of the trauma that comes with shooter situations. It's a trauma she says she knows well, to the point where she and others her age are sort of programmed in how they respond.
Growing up in America, we've been conditioned by now to know to barricade our doors and to turn off the lights and to hide in the corner of the classroom and to stay quiet, because we've grown up in this day and age where school shootings have been happening since we were children.
And Bruce said that she wishes that she could just live in a place where gun violence isn't an issue. But from what I gather from talking with her, Lena, she's tired of this sort of thing being just so common in America.
It's really incredible that this is a generation that knows exactly what to do in situations like this because they've been trained for it. Chris, thank you. You'll want to make sure you stay with WRAL. Our live team coverage continues at 10:30 with new information. We're learning about the faculty member who died and also the suspect. And in just a few minutes, we'll have the impact on nearby schools today as well.